trapping.
Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to Says Boy Podcast. I'm Jacob, and here with a guest. I don't know if you wanna. I don't know if you wanna introduce yourself or not, but.
I'm sorry, I'm showing off this cat right now.
Just like Cameron. This is episode 43. So this is kind of just like, you know, I already addressed last week that it's kind of like a Thanksgiving kind of episode. I won't say that then it's like a special one because I know I said I was going to have my sister here, but then, I mean, she is here, but things kind of changed. She got a lot going on. She was too tired to do it, so she was like, alright, I'm not going to force her to do anything. So yeah, and then, you know, but at least I'm not completely done by myself with this episode, I guess. So I guess that's a plus. So yeah. I'm not sure what I want to make this episode completely about. You know, it's like kind of like a Thanksgiving one, and I don't know if I'll, you know, make this like a long episode or anything. Considering that, you know, I literally made this on the day of Thanksgiving. I'm filming this as like the day of Thanksgiving, which is probably like the most last minute or made an episode. Because it's been a busy week. My sister flew in on Monday, and you know, just been hanging out with her. We went to at least Universal Studios on Tuesday. That was freaking something. And then we chilled out yesterday. We were gonna do that. That was the podcast yesterday. But I should have done it yesterday, but didn't. And I feel like this is my last chance to do it this week. If not, because I don't know, I just refuse to, you know, stop, you know, putting out stuff for you guys as far as like the main channel goes and the podcast goes. Because, you know, it's just something that I'm really passionate about. You know, like me and KJ, me and Garcia started this whole entire thing, and you know, I don't want to stop. I don't plan on stopping it anytime soon. So.
Speaking of KJ, he is blowing up the group chat right now with videos, so that's funny.
Oh yeah, we have our own group chat with the guys in the group and whatnot. Speaking of the group, hopefully you guys follow up with my. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys follow up with my main channel because, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are from my actual channel. But hopefully when I'm there in December, which is actually 3 weeks from now, hopefully I can make a bunch of videos with them again and get content out for you guys, just to make things seem a little bit normal like they used to be, because I know you guys really enjoyed the hell out of that, and ever since I moved, things kind of went down, which is fair. Things change, and I kind of apologize if my voice sounds a little raspy. I really hope I'm not getting like catch or something, because my throat feels a little funny and my face feels a little warm, so definitely hope.
You have Florida fever.
Oh my god. Florida fever.
Florida fever. The thingy.
Oh my god. But yeah, so. Yeah, and also I like, you know, I would have like called up like KJ and Hunter, but I think KJ or Kirby, I don't know, you guys can either call him Kirby or KJ, I know I kind of freaking, you know, but he's currently in California right now, and I believe Hunter's in Texas, so everyone has their own freaking thing going on. I'm pretty sure Braylen and Kyler have their own thing going on, so. Yeah, so I was kind of really fucked. So everyone's busy, and you know, I feel like it's the harder time of year to put out as far as making content with other people. I mean, you just could have done the podcast with my sister like I planned, but you know, it was also just up to her, honestly. So I mean, I at least want to get a video in with her while she's here, because she hasn't been in a video of mine in God knows how long. I think probably since maybe 2020 at least. so it's been a very long time. Or you guys have seen her in glimpses in old videos with me freaking Kirby and Hunter doing something. She just walks in the background, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, but even if it's just like, you know, a little like random video I make while she's here, you know, I'll at least do that for you guys. And maybe we can make it up for next week when get her on the podcast while she's still here and get an episode in maybe. I don't know. I feel like as long as I maybe, you know, catch up with her on a video or something, then that'll be fine. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's harder because, you know, because, you know, my siblings, they're adults now, and they got their own adult life to live, and I know in the future I'm going to have my own adult life to live, which I'm going to have to figure out a way to figure out, you know, to organize my schedule with YouTube when I'm an adult, because I'm going to get busy, and, you know, the podcast, and because YouTube's just been like such a consistent thing with me. I still want to be a consistent thing when I'm an adult, and I don't want to like lie to you guys or anything, but like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know this from like my other videos I put out recently. It's just that I do like feel like a little bit burnt out, you know, just because, you know, doing this stuff all by myself, it's a lot, and like, yes, I know what I was bringing myself into when like I moved to Florida, and you know, the podcast is still gonna be my responsibility, and soon with the actual channel. But it's just hard with like a lot of things in my personal life, and as far as school, and I'm still getting driving. I really need to get my license, and I'm probably going to get, you know, my first job in the next coming year in 2023. So 2023 is going to be a big year. I look forward to see what has in store for me. I mean, because next year is going to be the year that I turn 18. So, you know. And so next year is going to be a big deal. So, and I look forward to see what it has in store for me and the channel and whatnot, and just, you know, just see what the year just has in store for everything. So, yeah, I need to drink some more water. My freaking throat is like bothering me, and I did not like it. I don't know if you want to say anything or not.
I'm not gonna lie, the first thought that came to mind, when you said like the KJ's busy, Hunter's busy, your sister didn't want to, I was like, damn, you really settled for bottom of the barrel here.
No, like that's really all that comes down to it, honestly.
I'm joking, but I have fucking Halo motion cuts, I'm so sorry, but I have Halo on here. I apologize, I should not have. And Skyrim.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad we have someone else on here, and not just me, because I know that they get tired of hearing me all the time, so.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but they have Overcooked. I have been wanting to play that game so bad.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, this is like the most important. And Donut County, that sounds cute.
And I'm gonna address the freaking copyright shit on the past 3 episodes of the podcast. I need to take care of that.
Be distracted.
Oh no, it's fine. You're fine. Because the last episode that did good was like.
So how was your day today?
It was alright. I mean, it was just Thanksgiving and whatnot, so.
Your Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, Wi-Fi shit. Hate it. But yeah, so I want to address the copyright shit that has been happening on the podcast lately. I've been able to, you know, still have the episodes up as specifically episode 41 on Godzilla and episode 42 on UFC. There were a lot of like copyright
I'm sorry,
shit.
there's like a lot of Wi-Fi issues right now, and you were cutting out.
Oh yeah, I know. So there's a lot of copyright stuff with that. So I had to trim down like a dull episode because it's officially our shortest episode, 53 minutes, and I still want to reach this episode out by the pass of the hour and whatnot. But yeah, even if I don't get my sister on the podcast, I'll at least do an actual video with her just to catch up with her and whatnot and all that jazz. You know, so yeah, that'll be good. I just apologize to you guys. I know I was kind of already getting hyped up about like, you know, get my sister on the podcast and whatnot. And I kind of like, you know, fucked you guys over a little bit.
Answering your message real fast?
Yeah. Oof. Good. Yeah, I'll let my phone go.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Alright, hopefully it's better. What is this phone doing? Okay, hold on. You good? Hold on. Hold on. Freaking technical difficulties just been freaking happening. Oh man, what is this phone doing? Oh my god. This phone is... Okay, this phone is fucking... What the fuck? Hold on. I can't even turn off my phone. Hold on, this... You guys see this shit? Oh my god. This phone... Hold on, this phone's being so fucking stupid right now. I can't even get control of it. Jesus Christ. Okay, hopefully it's better now. For fuck's sake. My phone was lagging like a frickin'... Like, it was bad.
I know.
But anyways, I think we're fine. Good God. I know I'm due for a new phone. It keeps freaking out and shit, and I can't handle it.
I know.
God, why does my throat feel so fucking weird? I hate it. Ugh.
Are you still doing the podcast, or did you put that on pause?
I'm still doing it. It's still rolling.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. You're fine.
You all good?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, I apologize. I had some internet issues on my end as well.
Yeah, my phone was just freaking the fuck out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think we're fine now. I think it's settled.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, just again, like I was saying, I'm addressing the freaking copyright shit from YouTube on the podcast stuff. Had to trim some stuff out, had to trim some things down just for things to be visible, and that's what's freaking pain in the ass about YouTube. So I think in this episode, I'm gonna try to be, you know, careful about freaking copyright. God, I couldn't think of the fucking word. But yeah, so yeah, but I do appreciate you guys a lot for your continuous support. Even though things are a little bit different right now, but still trying to put out content for you guys no matter what, as far as the podcast goes and just other content in general. I know this one's very, 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 very last minute, and I hate that it is, but life happens. I had a very busy week. I could have had the opportunity to do it last weekend, but I did that Outlast 2 stream for you guys instead, because I knew that was something you need to put out and whatnot. So so I focused on that. That took me at least 3 hours to do and whatnot. So and then I don't know if you guys know, but I started doing like a stand-up comedy thing. I've only done it like 3 other times. If you guys want to check out that content, I have that on my YouTube, and I post that on my TikTok and whatnot, because all I'm doing is trying to promote it. I'm not really that active on TikTok. I just have that download to post that kind of stuff, but I know that's gonna help with like promoting and stuff like that and whatnot. Because obviously I want to succeed, but it takes time, it takes work and whatnot. I don't know what else to talk about as far as Thanksgiving. I know Black Friday is pretty much coming up, so.
I feel bad because apparently, I always forget this, but I think it's mainly Walmart or Target, like bigger chain stores like that. I know some of my mates are working overnight just to do Black Friday, so I do feel bad.
Yeah.
I spent some time with my family today. Went to a little party. My brother and my parents were there. So that was a little something. Yeah. I don't know what was that. You remember my last Thanksgiving, I think? When all my cousins were here, we had some drinks and played dumb games like Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
My parents weren't too appreciative of it, just because Cards Against Humanity, and that's how that goes.
Yeah. I do have one video of Cards Against Humanity on my main channel that me, Kirby, and Cody did a while back. It was a lot of fun. I do definitely plan on playing that game for you guys again in the future. It was a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed it, and we enjoyed playing it too. So
we should do something like that when you're here.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so I'm doing what I was at the beginning of the podcast. I look up things about the topic, and I just looked up Thanksgiving and see what popped up. So right here it says Thanksgiving is a national holiday celebrated on various dates in the United States, Canada, Grenada, St. Lucia, and Liberia, and began as a day of giving thanks for the blessings of the harvest and the preceding year. And then people also ask it's why do we actually celebrate Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is commonly known as a way to commemorate the colonial pilgrims' harvest meal that they shared with Wampanoag Indians, who were key to the survival of the colonists. During the first year they arrived in 1620 and 1621, although there is controversy about whether or not the meal was originally intended to. Interesting. Second one is what Thanksgiving means. The act of giving thanks. The act of giving thanks, grateful acknowledgement of benefits or favors, especially to God. Expression of thanks, especially to God. A public celebration and acknowledgement for divine of kindness. A day set apart for giving thanks to God. Number 3 is Thanksgiving always on the Tuesday. Today, Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November, but that was not always the case. When Abraham Lincoln was president in 1863, he proclaimed the last Thursday of November to be our National Thanksgiving Day. So it's been the fourth Thursday since 1863, I think. For Thanksgiving ever on the 26th, Thanksgiving Day, in his first presidential proclamation, George Washington designated November 26, 1789 as the day of National Thanksgiving. The next president to issue a Thanksgiving proclamation was Abraham Lincoln, who in 1863 also designated movie prices. Alright, one last one. What do Native Americans think of Thanksgiving? It's important to know that for many Native Americans, Thanksgiving is a day of a mourning and protest since they commemorates the arrival of settlers in North America and the centuries of operation and genocide that followed. But then I also want to look up Black Friday, just because that's also a big thing. People celebrate that and freaking Thanksgiving itself. I don't even know.
In my opinion, Black Friday is cool, I think. What's not cool was a few years ago, there was like a bunch of people almost rioting and fighting each other to get whatever they wanted. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, physically shoving a kid out the way to go get an Xbox or something. That's the one part of Black Friday I don't like, is like the bad part of people that come out during shopping. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Black Friday took a colloquial term of the Friday after Thanksgiving in the United States and traditionally marks the start of the Christmas shopping season in the United States. Many stores offer highly promoted sales at discounted prices and often open early, sometimes as early as midnight or even on Thanksgiving. So yeah, so I kind of want to go to YouTube. I got a lot of tabs of the main YouTube. Let's go to Google. YouTube. Now kind of just look up. What I want to do, because I know there's a lot of things about like scary like Black Friday stories, because there's a lot of sketchy shit that also happens throughout Black Friday.
People are sketchy, I'll say that much.
Oh yeah, people are fucking weird.
Like, you remember back when Walmart had fish, but too, they used to be open like late night or even 24 hours, I think, some stores. But there's a reason why they took that down and now they close at like 11, because people were doing sketchy stuff or simply being idiots and stealing.
Yeah.
Like, I miss having like open late stores.
Yeah.
Like, it's so convenient. But people do what they do.
Yeah.
I'm downloading Overcooked right now. Want to play that? It's a game we play together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So just need to.
Hold on. Thanksgiving '97, the day Barney was killed.
The what?
The Thanksgiving parade in 1997, the day Barney was killed. 34 million views. Thanksgiving was an act of genocide. What?
Yeah. You know the origin of Thanksgiving, yo?
Probably not. I've been living under a fucking rock, so who knows?
I'm gonna let you Google it.
I'm trying to find other like stuff I can, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff of like the Thanksgiving parade.
That's America trying to show us what happened.
Yeah. Sold out Popeyes, Carolina Thanksgiving turkey. Matt Stoney, freaking crazy ass dude. Always doing mukbangs and shit. I
The
mean,
one thing I do miss about Popeyes is like their little taco box or shrimp box, whatever. That was legit the best thing on the menu.
I've actually never had Popeyes before.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
But you've had Chick-fil-A, right? Like, please tell me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just want to make make sure that, you're not under a rock like Patrick,
Yeah.
I have Overcooked downloaded. Yes.
I'm kind of curious on
Wanting
this.
to play this game. What?
I'm kind of curious on this though. Thanksgiving was an act of genocide, Ken's class, whatever. Kind of curious on that.
Jesus, Saints Row Platinum Edition was $100, yo. Yeah, they dropped it down by 33%, so now it's $66. Like, I know, I remember playing like Saints Row the Third when I was younger, and I loved it. Because of like the pure inappropriateness of the game, and I Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy is now $30. Right.
I'm curious on what Nick Cannon has to say about Thanksgiving.
I like, okay, for some reason, my brain likes to think the whole, like, creator of Big Mouth, and I was gonna be concerned. I was like, one of his characters, with Jay, because, oh my god, they uploaded my
You good?
God, that game existed. No, I'm not good. I need this game. And Borderlands.
Hold on,
Yeah.
camera's tilting again. God damn it.
I'm sorry, but I used to play Battle Block Theater with my brother all the time.
Okay.
Alright, that's better. Alright, start new screen recording. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's check whatever this is.
Another session of Candace class, a very special Candace class with, Dr. Carr, who's been, people in the comments, they loving everything that you have to say. They want to make sure they can always get in contact with you, obviously.
I'm honored to be here with you.
Oh, it's an honor.
Anytime.
And we want to just give this one just some quick attention based off of this holiday that is among us called Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Now, Thanksgiving, as we know, is a holiday once you're in school that we teach to our kids that, the pilgrims and the Indians come together and they share a feast.
Friendship.
And friendship. And it's all about family and sharing, when ultimately, from my studies, and I'm pretty sure you can kind of expound on this even more, is that really that feast was ultimately a celebration for a massacre of over 700 Native Americans. And then once Abraham Lincoln, actually years later, then sanctioned it a holiday and kind of tried to clean it up a little bit. But the actual, feast that the pilgrims were having during that time wasn't a celebration of friendliness or giving at all. It was really like, hey, they finally got some food because they had been starving.
That's right.
And they killed the godless Indians, which they called it. So I would love to just, kind of pick your brain on that and just say, why is it that we celebrate Thanksgiving, and why haven't we heard the truth about Thanksgiving?
Well, I think you just laid it out. If you tell the truth, then you got to talk about an act of genocide.
Right.
Yeah, that first Plymouth colony in the early 17th century, we know that they landed here in 1620.
Right.
Or as Malcolm said, Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Yeah, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
That's right. Plymouth Rock landed on us, brother.
Yeah.
And our Native American, the Wampanoag people in that region,
Right.
Massachusetts, and they only came here, these white folks, with about 100 so-called colonists.
Wow.
102. By the time they got through that first winter, they were celebrating the fact that they had survived, but only about half of them survived.
Wow.
Yeah, and we only a little over 50.
Wow.
So they had a little harvest, but before they had that harvest, they were dying from disease and starvation.
Right.
There are only 2 accounts that survived that give any testimony as to who was there at that first Thanksgiving, and both of them written from the white side.
Right.
We know now, looking at some of the records of trials, for example, that some of those folks weren't just eating vegetables and meat.
Right.
Well, they were eating meat, but some of the meat included
human meat.
Human meat, brother. Because when you starving and somebody died, you looking at them like, well, you're not using your body anymore, so maybe I just need to eat you.
So at the first Thanksgiving, they wasn't no turkey.
Well, they were giving thanks that they didn't have to eat each other anymore.
Right.
Although in their defense, in a little bit, some of them were tried for that because cannibalism was still something that they didn't want to do.
Wow.
But at some point, you have to survive.
Right.
You know. But the Native Americans, on the other hand, who apparently attended the first Thanksgiving, the Native Americans who may have been as much as 90 folks who were there.
Right.
And there's no clear count as to why they were there.
Right.
They had plenty of food.
Right.
Cranberries, fish. They had done
From
all
the
that.
land.
From
It
the
was
land.
their land.
It was their land. In fact, they did help some of those Europeans survive.
Right.
Now, looking back 500 some years later, they may have
Right now
been
you're just being a
Right.
smart ass.
but they did help them, and they were celebrating. It wasn't friendship. Now, there were some Africans, there were some Native Americans.
Right.
There was one dude named Squanto, for example,
Right.
who ended up being enslaved.
Wow.
That's how he learned English.
Wow.
So he became a translator.
Wow.
Because he had been pressed into service by these Europeans, who, as you said, looked at these Native Americans as they were godless.
Right.
So they gave thanks to their God for having taken land from people who didn't even see land that way.
Right.
Because they were like,
What they didn't even see it as there. This is like land is land.
exactly.
They truly believe this land is our land.
It's
This land
our
is your land.
Your land,
Yeah,
nature.
right.
In fact, they didn't even farm the
Right.
way we think about farming.
Right.
When you look at the European style, they clear out the land, then they make rows of things.
Right.
The Native Americans like, what are they doing?
Right.
You grow food in conversation with other food. So the squash, the pumpkins, the
It all
greens,
grew
It all
together.
grew together, and that way you get to replenish the land. Because what's taken from one gives to the other, and you don't have to keep clearing out land to plant new crops. You don't
That's
plant
powerful.
single crops.
Right, right, right.
So
That's-
even the technology of Thanksgiving gives us this notion that somehow the Europeans were superior.
Right.
Their God was better, their science was better. But no, they had starved, they had disease, and about half of them had died.
Right.
And they celebrated making it through their first winter, and the Native Americans showed up to be like, wow, I guess y'all made it. Meanwhile, they plotting on the Native Americans.
Man, and that's again, like even going back to what we discussed about Columbus Day, and you know that it should be shifted to Indigenous Peoples Day. But even again, this shows the kind hand and the generosity of the natives to. Even though it was a massacre, that you know that was all not that was being set up, and therefore they were all thinking of the Europeans were thinking to rob them the entire time.
That's right.
But these kind people were still willing to give their land, give their food, and share with them. And we almost, when we celebrate Thanksgiving, we almost, again, we see it from the European perspective as I'm giving you something and you're giving me something, when ultimately the natives were saving the Europeans. And even that idea, like that should be something that we should embrace and celebrate. And even as, you know, we all gonna sit down and have our smoked turkey and chitlins and ham and all of that stuff.
question.
And we've turned it more into a cultural day about family.
Yes.
Which I can embrace. I mean, anytime
me
we can
too. All
get
of
down
us.
and build with our generations and our family is important. But I think, again, that truth needs to come to the forefront of why these holidays were created and even the purpose. And like I said, even so much so that I felt like Lincoln used it as propaganda
Oh, you know he did.
to, again, bring people closer together, but at the idea to say, look at what the elite have set up.
That's exactly right.
Right.
That's right. Well, 1863, when we see it become part of the formal American calendar, you know, the Civil War is still going on.
Right.
Part of it is trying to create a national identity.
Right.
How do you build, and that's what holidays
That
are.
everyone can embrace.
That's exactly
that
right.
patriotism.
That's exactly right. Holidays are about building a national identity, a patriotism, a love of country.
A myth that everyone can follow.
Straight myth, right? This is a guy who signs an Emancipation Proclamation, and in the same breath, then signs the death warrant on 38 Lakota Sioux in Minnesota, the biggest killing of people approved by a president, a guy named Little Crow, who was leading a revolt against the United States Army up in Minnesota, Fort Snelling. Same place they had Dred Scott and Harriet Scott enslaved. Yeah.
And Lincoln signed that.
Lincoln signed the death warrant the same time he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. I mean, this is about taking their land from the Native Americans. So we look, Abraham Lincoln signed Thanksgiving into law. Yeah, he was giving thanks for taking land from Native Americans that he was responsible for dispossessing them of the land.
Wow.
And then, of course, it takes, when do we see it become on our calendar in November?
Right.
1941.
Oh, wow.
What's going on in 1941? World
Oh,
War II.
yeah.
You need that national identity, that patriotism. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't know about Thanksgiving. Now, you in and out of New York all the time. I was loving the man on the street.
Oh,
Talking
yeah.
about, you gotta be able to vote like you get
Yeah, right there.
That was
Oh,
genius, brother.
thank you.
Genius. But, New York City, immigrants are coming. These white immigrants. They don't know they're white till they get to the United States.
Right.
Like we're talking about. They trying to avoid last place. So I'm from Hungary, or I'm from Germany, or I'm coming. So they come, they're getting jobs wherever they can.
Right.
A lot of these immigrants worked in the garment district in New York.
Right.
A lot of
Schmata business.
Exactly. A lot of them end up working for R.H. Macy.
Ah.
R.H. Macy is, of course,
Macy's.
the department store guy, right? Now, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't know nothing about that.
Right.
So when it comes time for that time, where are they going to go? So they get in this national spirit. What do? They start wearing their national dress. They
Right.
bring their national dishes. They bring them to the store. They bring them around, and they exchange with each other because they're going to get in the
Wow.
mirror. Macy's people are watching this, and they say, this is very interesting. So then
We could
they
capitalize off of this.
And so what do? They start doing a little march around the block to show off their clothes.
Right.
And then people start watching. Macy's like, this is interesting. Years later, we now have the
Macy's Day Parade.
And in that Macy's parade,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you've been. I don't know if you're taking your kids yet.
Yeah.
I've
hosted it before.
Oh, that's right. Look, here's the thing. This is why I go to the Macy's parade. I
Yeah.
try to go if I'm on the East Coast
Yeah.
because I like to be there and I like to watch it on TV while I'm watching it in real life.
Right.
What you see is all these people that bake these cookies and all these sales to get their band to the Macy's parade.
Right.
They don't get on TV. Not all of them.
Nah.
They walk by. But I guess what gets on TV? Every float. Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm watching the children point to the floats and say, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. Every one of them floats is something to buy.
Yeah.
I'm watching the parents
Yeah.
looking too, and they know some of the people, but then some of them they don't.
Right.
Who's the last act in the Macy's parade? Santa Claus.
Always.
And what is Santa Claus? He's waving bye. No, not B-Y-E.
Bye.
Bye. Because what you just saw
was a
one
commercial.
long commercial. And it started with R.H.
Yeah.
Macy looking at these immigrants who had knew nothing about Thanksgiving,
Wow.
who came to try to be part of the American ritual, and he's sitting here thinking, how can I make
Anyway, this is screen recording.
a profit off of this little It's
Screen recording ended.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
But there's like less than a minute left in
Wow.
this video.
And there we have it. We celebrate. So keep all that in mind when you eating your fried turkey, your chitlins, and your canned cranberries.
And then going back and giving all your money back to the store on Black Thursday and Cyber Monday and all that.
The next day you're gonna be shopping. They in your pocket.
That night, midnight.
Yeah, it's going down. Well, Doc, I appreciate this again, dropping that wisdom about Thanksgiving. I know this is going to touch a lot.
Brother, Kenneth's class is no joke, brother. I'm loving watching you do this thing.
I'm loving you being a part of it. I thank you for being a mentor. I thank you for being someone who guides me through this process and continues to educate all of us.
Learning with you, brother. We side by side on this.
There it is.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting. I'm talking about the Macy's Day Parade there too. I've actually been to the Macy's Day Parade back in 2018. We were there for Thanksgiving and for the Macy's Day Parade, and it was like one of like the coldest days on Thanksgiving that we were there for. So that was fun. That was back in 2018. That was like 4 years ago. Good God, freaking time flies. I remember that day. That was a long one. That was a friggin' long one, but I don't know if I would ever do the Macy's Day Parade again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just like that video gave us a little more better meaning of Thanksgiving. So and whatnot. But yeah, so I don't know what else to look at necessarily. I knew what I want to look at is, because we're heading to the next half podcast, is Black Friday. Let's do that. Black Friday. So, Black Friday shoppers waiting in line. Damn, that was from 2 hours ago. 20 most insane Black Friday incidents. Damn. Black Friday 2020 madness, full and total chaos. I'm not sure what to look at here. Truth about Black Friday. I don't know, we're already at the 40-minute mark. So probably was Black Friday 2020 minus funny and total chaos clips. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna do Black Friday horror stories. There we go. But we'll listen to one. This is a whole video. I'm trying to make up my mind here. It's kind of hard to. Top 5 crazy Black Friday footage. Here we go. We can do this. Looks entertaining. Looks entertaining enough. Start recording. 3, 2, 1. Can't believe it. Just get right into it. Inside a Walmart? Oh, looks like I can see all the blue. This is inside a Walmart. What the fuck? Number 4. I've been in a busy place around Black Friday, but I was in New York, so I know how, like, oh my god. What store even is this? I think the last one was Walmart. I think this one was. Oh my god. People are insane. Now that is nothing but crowd. I'll get fucking claustrophobic in there. people are going off in big shit. Could you imagine having to work in that store that day and knowing that it's just like crowded fucking people everywhere? Wouldn't want to be, wouldn't want to be with that person. Tell me that.
All this nothing is gone.
Yeah.
Oh my days!
And I might be working at a grocery store too, so. Like, it's literally insane what I'm looking around. We're literally looking at a zombie apocalypse. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Number 2. Unless they open the doors, they just can rush right in. People are wasting it. Oh my god. Really trampling over people. Of course it is on BBC News. Of all places. Yeah, fuck that. This is why we do online shopping.
It's already been online. It's
And they're gone.
We're just gonna get a full-on fight. He's having this big ass box. They don't know what it is. I think it's the last one. People are fighting over it. Jesus. Imagine being someone who died during Black Friday. Could you imagine?
And the Brown. Brown sure had it. Brown sure had it. Yeah.
Murder, suicide at Chicago Nordstrom leaves 2 dead. Man stabs coworker at Costco.
Oh my god.
That's like from 2010s and stuff. The more recent shooting at Northeast Austin Walmart is the city's 83rd homicide. 2 killed on Black Friday, busy downtown East Chicago. 1 person shot in Tacoma Mall food court Friday night. Armed suspect shot, taken in custody after theft at Kenwick Walmart. Jesus. And that's all like 20s.
I'm looking at the comments here, and one guy said, I feel sorry for the employees that have to deal with this crap.
I feel bad too. I'm glad I'm not one of them, but I feel bad for my mates who I know are working tonight.
Yeah, it's concerning too that people bring little kids to this insanity.
You know what's funny? My cousins brought me to Black Friday to help them grab stuff.
Oh my god.
I remember it so vividly. Like, they had their truck, which is really only like a 2-person truck, like a 2-seater truck, but they stuffed me in the back, made it work. And what they did was, like, every 15 minutes, they put me in one spot, so like, whether to be like grab a sound bar or to grab a TV or whatever. whatever else they wanted me to grab while they grabbed their other stuff. They would like pick me up and they'd be like, hey, grab this before it, like when it unwraps. And I was like, alright. And I was like, they were paying me for this.
Yeah. Just imagine if an actual pandemic happened, the world would end. I'd rather pay full price plus 20% than be around these people. If anyone wanted me to help them grab stuff at Black Friday and it's this insanity, I'd be like, fuck that, you're on your own.
So I asked a favor of like you nabbing something for me. You wouldn't do it?
I mean, I would, but I guess I wouldn't necessarily be happy about it. I don't know.
Like, okay, when I do Black Friday shopping, I try to purely do it online. It's the same stuff, and I just pick it up the day after.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather do that. But if I have to be in person, then yeah, you're driving. But throw hands at Walmart, because Walmart is the place where you can do that. You can't fight people at Target. They have policemen there. It's unreal.
Black Friday, we're on the point of having Thanksgiving.
I feel like Black Friday does bring out like the greed in people, and like Thanksgiving is supposed to be about being grateful.
Yeah.
And then you have people like fighting.
Yeah. They're acting like they are starving to death, and this is. They're acting like they are starving to death, and this is all they get to eat or something. I'll never understand. TVs go on sale all year long at Walmart. Oh my god. This is why I shop online for Black Friday. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I think that went the screen recording. What's with this gross display of greed and materialism? Yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, guys, might cut this episode short. I don't know. I hope I'm not getting catchy. So my face still feels a little bit warm. My throat feels still a little bit funny. I really hope I'm not getting catchy. I'm really afraid to fall asleep and wake up and feel even worse. God, I hope not. I'm actually afraid to go to bed because of that. Because I do not want to end up being fucking sick.
Is it that time of year where flu comes out, right? It's like towards the end.
Of what? Is what?
Is it like the time of year where like everyone gets sick? It's flu season.
Yeah, but I'm in Florida.
Which is why you will get Florida fever. I'm telling you, be careful with that.
Oh my god.
Don't.
But yeah, so I just feel bad. I'm a little bit bummed out because I hyped up this episode to be something with like my sister and whatnot. And I was gonna push it like past the 1 hour mark, but with it already being like 2 days before I have to put the episode out and it already being late, I have to probably cut it short at the 1 hour mark at least. But it just, I feel like we did good with this episode. We tried, just the thought that counts, right? But I hope you guys are still enjoying the podcast. I know it's not really the same like it used to be, but I'm trying. I refuse to step away from any of this, so. Because it's something I'm passionate about and whatnot. So I'll always stick with 2 screen recordings. I don't want to stretch any more than that just because, it's a very last minute episode and I hope I'm not getting sick, so. Because I would fucking cry.
Just make sure you're drinking water and eating properly.
Man, I'm drinking water, my throat still feels like freaking weird. So got about 5 minutes left till I'll start to, end the episode. But I appreciate our guest being here. Just so I'm not going to completely put on myself like I have twice before, which is fine, because I don't know, with Kirby, KJ being in California, Hunter in Texas, I'm just like, fuck,
Again, we're at bottom of the barrel here to have me on show, so that's fun.
Yeah, and maybe you guys will see her in more future videos. I don't know, it's really just up to her.
I wouldn't mind.
I don't think I really I guess I kind of cut the news on to you guys on who she is, because I know I get a little weird about it just because I do want to keep stuff private, but huh? What? No, what'd you say? What'd you say?
I'm looking at memes right now talking, and I just decided to say your mom.
Oh my god.
Listen.
But I don't know if I cut the news. Well, I think if I cut the news to you guys, I guess I haven't fully done it yet because I'm saving the because I think some of you guys know and some of you guys don't, just because I'm the kind of person that likes to keep things private. But there was a time I think over a month ago during the podcast, and I believe it was the last time I did it with Kirby and Hunter. And then she came in to call, and then she was just asking me to check my messages, and I was like, oh, okay. And just it kind of cut that news that and then Hunter broke the news because I freaking love Hunter, but just the way he said it, he's that's his woman. And I was like, yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, spoiler, me and her are dating. So yeah.
Yay,
But I don't know if you guys seen that video, that last video I did with the guys, and you just kind of saw someone in the background. That was her. So just an FYI. But yes, I broke the news to you guys. There you have it. I haven't done it fully yet because I plan on breaking the news on my main channel. Because if I can do it on the podcast, not everyone's gonna know. But I just like to keep things private. But again, if I feel I already addressed the news, that'd be fine enough. And so we've been dating for a little bit, quite a few months. We've known each other for a long time though, so it's just the first time, announcing all that publicly to you guys. So, and also, just to sake of her privacy too. I always ask her, because I even asked her she wouldn't mind being part of the podcast. I was like, all right, why not? So, all that jazz, and it's up to her. I don't know, just whenever I ask her to be part of it, it's really just up to her because I want to respect, her privacy and whatnot too. So. Is there anything you want to say to the people before we end off, or?
Just that I'm super grateful for a lot of things in this world, you being one of them, definitely. Cats are pretty cool. Mine goes meow. Gotta appreciate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm grateful for a few things. You, obviously, and being able to do what I do, as far as YouTube and whatnot, and friends and family, and just being able to have a roof over my head, all that jazz. So those are the kind of things I'm grateful for. Yeah, so maybe you guys will see her in future videos. I do plan on doing a Friends Miss video like I did last year at Hunter on my main channel, and maybe you guys will see her there. And maybe that's where I'll finally cut the news to everyone that we're dating. I don't fucking know, I don't want to be cringy.
Do white people thing to a white elephant.
What?
Yeah, it's in the name, white elephant.
White elephant?
Yeah.
I feel like you know more stuff about white people.
Invented this. Hold on, what do you mean?
I feel like you know more about white people than me. And I'm white myself.
They're fascinating. Listen, we got Starbucks and Starbies, but tell me that's not some shit you would make on some kind of God-given drug. I appreciate all of it.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna read off the rules real fast. White Elephant Gift Exchange is a popular Christmas event where people vie to walk away with the best present, damn. It is also go by Yankee Swap, Dirty Santa, and a plethora of other names. White Elephant game is played by a lot of different rule sets. Some dead simple, others confusingly elaborate. Here are the basic rules. Each player brings one wrapped gift to contribute to a common pool. The gift exchange organizer should provide information on what type of gift people should bring. Players draw numbers to determine what order they can go in. Alternatively, people can draw names or hats, depending on how they want to do it. Players stand in a circle or line to see the gift pile, make things easier. First player to select the gift from the pool opens it and make sure everyone can see the gift. The following players can choose to either pick an unwrapped gift from the pool or steal a previous player's gift. Anyone who gets their gift stolen this way can do the same, choose a new gift or steal from someone else. To keep things moving along, there are a couple of limits on gift swapping. A present can only be stolen once per turn, meaning a player who has their gift stolen from have to wait to get it back. After 3 swaps, the turn automatically comes to an end. Otherwise, things could drag on for a long time. After all players have a turn, the first player gets a chance to swap the gift he or she is holding for any other open gift. Anyone whose gift is stolen may be stolen for someone else's, as long as that person has not been stolen from yet. When people, Jesus Christ, why people make things so difficult and long? Why? When someone declines to steal a gift, the game comes to an end. Jesus. We could totally do this. I'm talking forever to read. I had like tried to do it with one breath. It did not work, but we could totally do something like that.
Oh my god, but anyways, is that how we should end it off? Oh my god. So anything you want to say to the...
It's past midnight.
Yeah. So anything you want to say to the people since it's kind of your first time talking to them, I guess?
Not sure. I've never been on here.
I'll give you more practice too for when I formally introduce you in one of the videos while I'm there. And so I do kind of doing a Friends Minutes video. I did a ton for last year with the whole group, so I'll probably introduce you. So this will give you time to prepare, I guess.
Yeah.
And I want you guys, better respect her, alright? If you guys respect me, you respect her, alright? That's just how it goes, alright?
Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
I'm okay.
But enough about that. I'll do a more firmly video of introducing her in the future, probably. I plan on doing that anyway. So, but yeah. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not sure how this episode was for you guys. I know, not as long as I wanted to for Thanksgiving special kind of thing, but it's the best I can do. 2 days out from trying to put this out, to put the video together and then post it. It's a lot, so hope you guys can bear with me, and then stay tuned for next week. So, any last words you want to say to the people before we end off? Yes, no, maybe so.
This was fun and I do enjoy it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. Just hoping I wasn't freaking boring your mind out this whole entire time.
No, I enjoy hearing you and talking to you. That's always fun.
Anyways, we're gonna enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully things will feel a bit normal by the next week's episode, so we're back on track on that. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week. Deuces. Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Trapping.